This video is a demonstration of the enhancements made to the referral management module within Prognosis. The referral management module in Prognosis can be used to create and track referrals received from various sources and will help the clinic staff stay on top of any referral management activities. To create a new referral or access an existing referral, click on the patient menu and click on Referral Add Edit. Clicking on this option will bring you to the referral ad screen and you can start typing in details and enter a new referral. If you'd like to access an existing referral, click on the magnifying glass icon and click on the name of the patient whose referral you'd like to open. That selects the patient and opens the referral associated with the patient. On this screen, a couple of new features were added, and we've also changed some existing functionality. For example, the insurance icon and the letters out icon have been repositioned and placed to the right top corner of the screen. Along with this, we've added a new icon called Messages. This icon will give you access to all messages related to the patient only. This is different from the Messages in option available within Prognosis because this section would only show you messages pertaining to this patient. For example, right now, I don't have any messages created for the patient. If I'd like to compose a new message related to this patient, I can click on the Compose button. And this screen is very similar to how you'd compose messages from the Messages menu Compose. However, notice how the reference patient here is grayed out and cannot be changed. So I can send messages to other clinic users by selecting a particular username, and I could write a message to any user in the clinic. I could also select multiple users if I wanted to. Notice how the Add to Patient Medical Records checkbox is already checked and is grayed out. This means any messages sent from this screen will automatically be added to the patient's medical records, and upon accepting the patient referral, will get added to the patient's document list. This screen will also show me messages that are exchanged between other users in the clinic. This means I will also be able to view messages that are not addressed to me. Any messages that are not addressed to me, for those kind of messages, I would have the Actions button grayed out at the bottom. And for any messages that have been addressed to me, all of those options will be enabled. So that was a little bit about the new messages functionality in the referrals module. Moving on, a couple of changes were made to the patient details section. For example, the street, apartment suite, zip, city, and state sections were added for you to be able to document the patient's complete address. In the referral details section as well, we've added a new field called referral created date. This option is captured when the referral is created and doesn't need to be entered. This is not to be confused with referral date. Referral date is different from referral created date. For example, you may have received the referral on the 18th of the month, but for some reason didn't get around to creating the referral until the 25th, which means in this case, the referral date still stays 18th. However, the referral date has been captured when the referral was created as the 25th. We've also enhanced the attached document functionality available within the referrals module. Upon clicking the attach button now, you would see two different tabs. The first tab is the documents tab that shows you all the existing documents attached to the patient. In our example, there are no documents attached to the patient. To attach a new document to the patient, click on the Attach New tab, and all the existing documents in the clinic will be available for you to attach from. To attach a specific document to the referral, check the checkbox next to the document and select the type of document that you're about to attach. Let's say this is a lab result that you received from the patient's PCP. You could also select a category to associate with the document, and you could also select the date the document was received. For example, on the 18th, you received the document, however, you're entering it on the 25th. You could also enter a description for the document, and clicking on attach will now attach this document to the patient's referral documents and will move it to the documents tab. Another interesting functionality added on this screen is the ability to attach multiple documents at the same time. For example, if you received 3 letters from the patient's insurance company and would like to attach all the 3 letters at the same time, you could select all the options from the left. However, please keep in mind that the option to select multiple documents and attach them is only available as long as the type of document is a referral document. To attach multiple documents, select the type as referral, select the category, and put in any description you would like. Clicking on Attach Now will attach all 3 documents into the patient's list of documents. On the Documents tab, you will see a list of all documents that have been attached to the referral, and you also have the ability to delete a document in case you don't need it to be here or if you have attached it by accident. To delete a document, simply check the Select checkbox and click on the Delete button. Notice how the Delete button is only available when the Select checkbox is checked and is disabled once the Select checkbox has been unchecked. Moving on, a couple of changes were also made to the referral follow-up section. These columns have been resequenced and the names of the columns have also been changed. For example, the type column has now been renamed as contact. The contact action column has now been renamed as attempt. The response column has now been renamed as action, and the referral status column has now been renamed as follow-up status. Coming to the last part of the referral, which is the referral completion. Upon gathering all the information for the referral, you could select the referral completion section, and the referral completion section has the referral status. When a referral is created, by default, it is in the pending status, and the other statuses that the referral could be in are accepted or rejected. The status of the referral is important because upon rejecting a referral, you would be able to mark the reason for the rejection. For example, you may have rejected this patient's referral as the insurance denied to pay for it. So you click on insurance issue, and upon doing this, you could also document the outcome, which is again a new field added. This is nothing but a list of actions that you've performed related to this referral. For example, let's say you discussed the payment options with the patient and informed them about your financial policy. You could select multiple options from this list. This list is also customizable to suit your practice's needs. Clicking on OK on the screen will show all the outcomes options selected on this particular box. And each of these options have a X button next to them in case you would like to remove them. And we also have a clear all button in case you would like to get rid of all the actions selected. In case you would like to accept the referral status needs to be changed to accepted. Upon clicking accepted, you'll notice that the reason field has disappeared because the reason option is only available for rejected referrals. Upon accepting a referral, you still have access to the outcome option, and you can select multiple actions that you have completed for the patient, similar to what we have done before. However, the difference is that once a patient has been accepted, you will be able to schedule an appointment for the patient by clicking on the schedule button. The schedule button, however, will be available only once the referral status accepted has been saved. Also, the referral status accepted marks this patient as active, and this patient will then be available in your patient list to choose from. Let's click on save and notice the changes in the screen. This patient is now an active patient in your clinic, and all the fields in the patient details section have now been grayed out. Also, all the fields in the referral completion section have now been grayed out. Also, notice how the schedule button is now available so that I may schedule an appointment for the accepted patient. To schedule an appointment, simply click the schedule button, and the screen that comes up is the appointment schedule screen, where you can select your patient, which has already been selected and cannot be changed. And notice how the provider has been marked as the primary doctor marked on the referral. You could simply select the time you'd like the patient to come in and click on schedule to schedule the appointment. Once the appointment has been scheduled, you'll notice that the schedule button is disabled and it has a check mark next to it to indicate that the appointment has been scheduled. And right next to the schedule button are the details of the appointment, such as the date, the time, the provider, and the location where the appointment has been created. Apart from these changes, we've also changed a few things on the referral tracking screen. The referral tracking screen can be accessed from the patient menu, referral tracking. We've added a couple of new filters into the referral tracking screen. For example, we've added the filter to filter out referrals by status. We have the pending referrals, the accepted ones, and the rejected ones. Based on the status selected here, you could have access to the patients to select from. For example, if I select all referrals and click on the patient name icon, I'd see a list of all existing referrals in my clinic and all patients. However, if I go to pending, the list of patients that I now receive is a list of patients who are in the status called pending. Similarly, I will have accepted patients under accepted status and rejected patients under the rejected status. We've also added various other filters for you to choose from. For example, you could select to filter referrals based on the referral date or the date they were actually created. You could also select different time periods to select the referrals from. You could also select the contact details, such as who was contacted. Was it the patient or the insurance? You could also select the attempts, and you could also select the follow-up action set on the referral. Upon filtering referrals on this screen, you'll notice that a list of referrals populates at the bottom, and we've renamed some of the columns in this section as well. Also, upon clicking the hyperlink next to each patient name on the referral, you would get access to the referrals window. This list of referrals could also be exported to an Excel sheet by clicking on the XLS button, and could also be printed by clicking on the print button. If you are looking at rejected referrals by clicking on the rejected radio button, you'll notice that you also have the option to further select rejection reason. For example, you could find patients who were rejected due to an insurance issue by clicking on rejection reason. The rejection reason option, however, is not available when you click on all, referral pending, or referral accepted. For example, if I go to referral accepted, the rejection reason column is grayed out. So those were the changes and new features that we have added under the referral management module in Prognosis. Thank you for listening.